These are the tools that every desk athlete needs. Let's get into it. Uh-oh. I'll be with you in 1 second. Oh, okay. All right, now let's get into it. Tool number one is the standing desk. Now this should seem obvious because they've been around for a while now, but a lot of people are still using regular desks. So I think it's important to encourage this tool, but not just any standing desk. I prefer automated standing desks that rise and lower with different presets. And you see on my particular desk here, I have 4 different presets that I can set for my optimal standing position, my optimal seated position. I even have a position that I put all the way down that allows me to do some kneeling and half kneeling work. And that brings the question up that I get asked a lot, which is what is the best position to work in? Is it standing or is it seated? And the answer to that is the best position is the position that's constantly changing. So my recommendation for you, if you have one of these desks, is to change positions every 40 minutes so that you are getting your body moving out of those sedentary positions and doing the best for yourself to feel really good while you work. Now there's a lot of different brands out there that you can choose from. 2 that I like are the Autonomous and the Uplift desk versions. They are pretty good in terms of price, and I really like their design and functionality. So I'll make sure I link those below if you're interested. Tool number 2 is the foot prop. This goes well with the standing desk, and you're probably asking yourself, Ryan, that doesn't look like a foot prop, that looks like a camera case. And that's what's so great about this is that you don't need anything special, you just need something that you can prop your foot up on while you're standing. Now the reason why this is important is if you've ever walked into a bar, you've probably noticed that railing that goes underneath the bar. That's to prop your foot up on. And the reason that was invented was back in the day, patrons would stand at the bar. They would get tired of standing, but when they installed that railing underneath, patrons would be able to stay at that bar longer and have drinks. So this is kind of the same thing. So when we're able to prop our foot up while we're standing, we're getting not just the ability to stand longer, but it can become more comfortable. And so as you prop your foot up and you change positions, you're shifting your weight, you're mobilizing your pelvis, and you're just taking load off your joints in different ways. So this can make it a lot more comfortable while you're standing and also give you some good inputs to feel better as you're standing as well. So my recommendation is, find something like a stool or something around the house, a box, a camera case, something that you can put your foot up on that allows you to stand a little bit more comfortably. Now, they do have very specifically designed standing foot props or rests that you can purchase. You can go that route, but my recommendation is just find something around the house, save some money, and test it out for yourself. Tool number 3 is the broomstick handle. Now you could use a regular broom or mop too if you want to, but I prefer this broomstick handle, and you can pick up one of these from a local hardware store for just a couple bucks. Now I find this tool to be really valuable. It's my favorite tool to use in terms of mobility and stretching because it's really quick, it's really efficient, and you can do some mobility. You step away from your desk, pick up your broomstick, and do a few mobilizations to help you feel better. Now, some of my favorite mobility exercises are dislocates for the shoulders, overhead side bends for the spine and shoulders, behind the neck pull downs, hip hinges, and hip flexor stretches. And this is going to be a very valuable tool in your toolbox. Tool number 4 is these 41-inch loop bands. Now these are a great complement to the broomstick in that you can use these bands for some similar exercises as the broomstick, but now we can start to add some loaded mobility and a strength component into our routine. So these bands come in various sizes. We have very small, very light bands, and they can get bigger in size and thickness and more resistance. Now for you don't really need anything too heavy right now, but I do recommend picking up a couple different sizes to use. And we can use these for some gentle mobility exercises like dislocates that we do with the broomstick, and we can also do some strength exercises or some more loaded mobility exercises like loaded thoracic glides, and this gives us good feedback. We can also use these for some strength exercises. So if you're looking to add a little component of strength into your day, this can be an amazing tool at your disposal to use, and it can help you really get some great results and feel really good. Fifth tool on the list is a lacrosse ball. Now, lacrosse ball is a dense ball that has a little bit of give. And if you're somebody that is dealing with some soft tissue issues, or you like massage, this can be a nice tool for you to add in and help you mitigate some pain and some discomfort. So what's cool about these balls is that we can use them to work on and massage out some knots in our bodies. So some of my favorite areas to work are the forearms, rolling out the bottom of the foot, getting into the lat, maybe the hip. This ball can go a lot of different places into these kind of corners of the soft tissue into your muscles and can feel really good. So having this tool at your disposal to use throughout the day if needed can be very valuable. Our sixth and final tool are these finger extension bands. Now, you'll see here I have 3 different ones that are various sizes. If you don't want to pick up one of these finger extension bands or a set of these, you can also get a similar result with just a rubber band. But what do these do? Well, if you're somebody that's dealing with carpal tunnel or hand and wrist issues, sometimes a lot of repetitive work doing flexion work like typing and texting can cause a lot of intricate issues in your hands. So doing some extension focused strength work can really help with that for some people. So what do we do here? We just slip our fingers inside these loops here on this band. And now from here, I can do extension focused strength work for my fingers and my hand. And like I said, if you don't want to pick up these bands or don't feel the need to, you can get a similar result. We just take one of these thick bands here, and now I can do similar exercises with this extension. But definitely helpful for those that are dealing with hand or wrist issues. Can be a very valuable tool for you to manage pain, to manage discomfort. So you can pick these up online, and I'll make sure I link these here, or just grab a rubber band and get to work on some extension work for your fingers and hands. So definitely valuable for those keyboard athletes. That's it for us with our tools. If you found these valuable, pick those up, add them into your office space or your workspace if possible, where you can, and you can start managing some issues. You can start feeling better, and make sure that you're doing this often. Remember, the best position is the position that's constantly changing. The same thing with our body maintenance work. Can you do this regularly, every couple hours, every hour, whatever feels right to you? So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But these are some of my favorite tools for us desk athletes to use in our day to feel optimal.